We implemented a policy called Z-Mail, and it's spelled Z-Z-Z-Mail, sort of a nod to getting some rest and re-energizing. And it's a policy we put in place to promote better health and balance. And the policy states that employees are to refrain from sending other employees emails between the hours of 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. Mondays through Fridays, all day, Saturday and Sunday, and on Vynamic holidays. And if something's really urgent, you have to get a hold of somebody, then we call or text as preferred over an email.
Do you think people are using Gmail to get around this? Or?
They are not. They are not. Yeah, they follow the policy. Yeah.
What did this spring from? What was the issue that you identified?
Yeah, actually, when our company was founded in 2002, it was founded upon the principles of a better way and creating a sustainable model for management consulting. And so we've done a lot of stuff with healthy culture, Z-Mail being one of those things, to make working in traditionally an industry that has a lot of burnout to be a sustainable model.
Liuba, when I was working as a reporter, 10 years ago, I was thrilled to have a BlackBerry because it meant I could physically leave the office and still do work. Now, of course, I think a lot of people realize, it also means you're on 24/7. What kind of toll is this taking?
Well, because of technology, we really have flexible boundaries between work and family right now. The problem is that a lot of times companies using that you have to be in the office from 9 to 5 and then spend another couple of hours after hours. So it's this flexible boundaries turning into work without boundaries. And what we're suggesting is that our research has suggested that there are really negative outcomes on mental health, on anxiety, turnover intentions, work-family conflict, and what we find in recent stream of research that spouses and significant others also suffering because of anxiety that their close ones
are checking the phone.
Yeah, exactly. When they have quality time, they still not really mentally with their significant others. So it's taking really huge toll on mental health and physical health of employees.
Jeff, people will say that one of the advantages these days of the workplace is that it's not the rigid 9 to 5 that it used to be.
Sure.
Is there anything to be said for this idea that, okay, so you're available 24/7, but maybe you don't have to be in the office all that much, or maybe you're on the road, you're doing work a different way? Why is it that we seem to have taken a lot of the negatives from this framework instead of being able to say, hey, the positives are I don't have to physically be there per se?
That's right. I mean, we're huge advocates of flexibility. People should be able to work where they want. It should be all about results. And I think what the policy we put in place, it may seem counterintuitive, but it's putting in place structured disengagement that actually creates more employee engagement in the long run, because people are going to get burnt out if they're on in this 24/7, always connected, always on world that we're in now. If you don't create some sort of structured disengagement, I think employees will burn out.
And since you're in consulting, how does this approach work when you talk to other companies about it?
Yeah, and what's important to know is this isn't a work curfew. We empower our team members to work whenever they want to work. If they're in a groove on a Saturday and they want to crank out and work, that's great. But what it means is don't put your work on somebody else by going through your to-do list on a Saturday and firing off 10 emails. Then all of a sudden it gets into a back and forth on a weekend, which wasn't the intention.